Hi, this is Whitney. If your organization is suffering from low morale, also known as the blues, the perfect pick me up is the Success Coach, a dynamic keynote speaker who will motivate, inspire, and encourage your organization to peak performance. For booking information and inquiries, please contact the Success Coach at cbc2u.com. Again, that is the Success Coach at cbc, the number 2, u.com.
Hi, we're back. You're listening to the Success Coach. My name is Curtis Brooks. I'll be your host. Today we started a brand new show. It's called the Youth Indeed Show. Let's talk, share, and encourage each other. We hope that you'll enjoy. Today we have really not a whole lot under our on our plate today, but the exception of bully. We're talking about bullying today. What in fact is a bully? I can remember as a kid, which wasn't long ago, but nevertheless, I can remember as a kid, I dealt with that situation. I had a situation where actually a couple of different situations uh, where I was bullied. And I think that for me, it got to a point where I was determined that I wasn't going to take it anymore. And I don't know where the energy had come from or the extra load of energy. I'm not sure where it came from, but it was there. And this particular day, I was leaving school, and the kid had been just a terror to me for just years, actually from sixth grade, seventh, eighth, maybe eighth grade, I believe, maybe about 3 years or so. Once more, just a terror to me. And this particular day, he was leaving school. He actually had to be bused to the area, and I could just walk to school. It wasn't very far from the home at the time. And he says to me, "Bye, Curtis." And I said something that I probably should have said to him, but I said it. And nevertheless, he said, "What'd you say?" And I repeated it. And he charged at me. And at that moment's notice, I happened to have my book bag in my hand. And I took one step backward and whoop came on the underside of his head. And there he was on the ground crying. And the next day, I was some hero. But in truth, I wasn't a hero. I was someone who was got fed up. I even had to share this story with my son, and the time I was being bullied, and actually even one other time before it, actually a couple of different times I was bullied, and it got to a point where when I was just a young kid, very young, I was actually in grade school at the time, and this kid didn't even belong to this school, but nevertheless, some adult, or at least that's what it looked like to me, some giant of a person who was just had it out for me. I'm not sure why, but nevertheless, that was the case. And so as I got older, I think maybe it was just a flashback, and I don't know what was going on, but decided I wasn't going to take it anymore. And so I think this shows more about, or just a message in saying that everyone has their day. And even for the bully, he too will have his day. Not necessarily that all youth or kids who are being bullied just have a day or just revenge. No, I'm not suggesting that. I am suggesting that everyone has their day. And the bully doesn't bully always, and eventually the bully becomes bullied. And I don't know. It's just one of those things that I was determined that no more. Today was going to be the last day. And I don't know where the energy came from, but on that particular day, it was going to be the last day that he would ever say anything just out of hand to me, anything that was just against who I was as a person. And just really, it was going to be the last day that he was going to terrorize me. And it was going to stop that day. And we come to our place that you have to have enough. You have to get sick and tired of being sick and tired. And my suggestion is that You share it with someone, you talk with someone. My suggestion is that really you begin to discover how important you are, not necessary to the bully, because in truth, the bully has an issue, and that's what no one is talking about. The bully, in fact, has an issue. And I think that's one of the things that you'll discover is that when you're being bullied, sometimes we think it's so much about us. And in fact, it's not about us. It's about them. It's about the bully and their issues, their lack of confidence, their lack of whatever they're dealing with. Self esteem is one of the issues that they're, in most cases, dealing with. So, in truth, the bully is going through, the bully is has issues himself or her. Sometimes bullies come in young girls and boys, obviously, but my issue was with boys. They come in all different shapes and sizes. And I just want to encourage all the youth out there who are dealing with those individuals who are trying to bully them is to hang in there. Hang in there. Be encouraged that you, in fact, are somebody. You are important to your parents. You are important to your family members. And most importantly, you are also important to yourself. And before we end this little video chat, I want once more just to remind you how important it is for you to encourage your own self. How important for you it is to understand that your arrangement, your thought process must change in this whole dynamic, this whole exchange. Your thought process must change about who you are because you are, in fact, not defined by what the bully thinks. Because in truth, the bully himself or whoever she might be, she's dealing with something that's missing. So understand that you are not by yourself. You're not alone. You are awesome. You are whole. You are very important to me because I've been there. I know what it feels like. I've been bullied, not one time, not twice, but three, I think four times growing up throughout school. And finally, it just has to be about you, the person that's being bullied. My suggestion is to grab hold of some books that are going to tell you about who you are. Look at some ideas on the internet, individuals who you would like to be. And it's really in turn, the truth of the matter, it's really about building you up, the bully, building yourself up, encouraging yourself. Though this whole event is discouraging, it takes a lot of us, it takes a lot of things away from us. But on today, you make up your mind. I'm talking about you, the person that's being bullied. You make up your mind that you're going to be encouraged. You're going to take their words of discouragement, turn them around, and grab hold of the encouragement. And finally, take a stand to fight back. And what I mean by fighting back is to decide that you're not going to take it anymore. You're not going to take it anymore. And the only thing that's bigger than the bully, at least from our perspective, and my perspective at that time, was his words. His words were bigger than mine. He was feeding himself, and I had no one to feed me. So be determined on today that you're going to eat all your vegetables. You're going to get your full of encouragement. Believing in yourself. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. Believing in yourself, taking back what this individual is trying to destroy from you, what this individual is trying to take from you. You're deciding to take it back, and that you're going to be responsible for your own confidence, your self esteem, and not let the bully take your self esteem. You've been listening to The Success Coach. My name is Curtis Brooks. We've started a brand new show. It's called The Youth Indeed Show. Check us out on our dedicated YouTube channel. That is The Youth Indeed Show. We also have a great website that we just started. That's Who Said You Can't Win. Once more, Who Said the letter U Can't Win.com. We also have a bookstore that's going to be coming in the next several weeks or so. It might take a little while. This is, in fact, a one-man show, but nevertheless, we have some awesome things for you. We think that you're going to enjoy them. We have an awesome message on today. It's called bullying. Take a stand. You, the person that's being bullied, believe in yourself. Trust that you have something important, and that something important is found in you. It's going to take some work, but you're going to discover it. All along, it's been there. Thanks for watching.